High diesel fuel prices creating a new I quit scenario amongst truck drivers, the looming threat and fear of more food shortages, and the pandemic boom in home sales is over as mortgage rates soar to highest levels since 2009 as the Fed pressures the housing market. These updates and more, but first, I want to ask you a question. If a man earns $100,000 a year and his fiance makes half that amount in an unstable career, in addition to her owing 20 grand in student loan debt, and he plans to purchase a home before their wedding, what is a fair prenup agreement? Comment and let me know. Okay, now the Federal Reserve is pushing mortgage rates higher, which is upending the competitive housing market. Mortgage rates are skyrocketing thanks to the Fed, but buyers who can tough out this difficult, changing market will be rewarded. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 5.27% for the week ending May 5th. That's up 17 basis points from the previous week. 1 basis point is equal to 1/100th of a percentage point, or 1% of 1%. And the truck driver shortage is one of the biggest issues America is facing today. There appears to be a shortage of qualified professional truck drivers as large amounts of drivers are quitting and parking their rigs for good as they transition to better jobs that offer better pay, better benefits, and improved working conditions. To add fuel to the fire, diesel prices reached over $5.50 a gallon on Friday, marking an all-time record high. Diesel prices now up about $2.40 from a year ago per gallon. Refineries have been pumping out as much diesel as possible for the last couple of months, but the shortage of diesel fuel still remains as diesel inventories are about 24% lower than they were a year ago. High diesel prices affect so many industries besides just trucking. Inflation at the pump, also doubling the cost of diesel fill-ups, affects the farming industry as well. Europe has been hit hard by the lack of diesel fuel availability, and this affects us here in America too, as the US has been sending diesel to Europe to bail them out. This surge in higher diesel prices is a huge contributor to inflationary headwinds. Tankers, trains, and trucks all run on diesel. The fuel is also used across industries including farming, manufacturing, metals, and mining. Diesel is the fuel that powers the economy, and the higher prices seen across the country for diesel fuel is certainly translating into more expensive goods and services no matter who you are or where you live. No one is safe from the effects that the diesel shortage has on America's economy. Expect to see much higher prices at the grocery store, hardware store, and pretty much anywhere you shop. When asked, truck drivers say they have never seen anything like these prices and believe the continued increase may not be sustainable across the trucking industry. Truck drivers are desperately hoping that Congress sees the problem and acts quickly to fix it before it's too late. We are now in the third round of inconclusive diplomatic negotiations as Russia's continued aggression continues to worsen in Ukraine. In just 70 days of war, a quarter of Ukraine's population has left their homes. 5.5 million refugees have fled the country, and a further 7.1 million people have been internally displaced. This is shaping up to be one of the fastest evolving humanitarian crises in human history, not only devastating the lives of ordinary Ukrainians, but also creating economic disruption and increasing poverty, food insecurity, and inflation around the globe. We have all seen increases in food and fuel prices, which are exacerbating poverty for the working poor. It is estimated that at least 40 million people around the world will be pushed into extreme poverty because of the price spikes sparked by this ongoing conflict. And the concern for the global wheat supply will remain at a high level as Ukraine and Russia together account for more than a quarter of world wheat exports. Consumers expect to see continued price increases through March 2023 and have reduced the amount of groceries typically purchased. 41% of consumers didn't purchase food due to lack of availability through traditional shortages and empty shelves that we've all come accustomed to, and 35% just said they couldn't afford it because the food prices were too high. Remember, this was what I was talking about in my previous videos. The food shortages and insecurities will be compounded financially as the middle class and working poor are priced out and forced into starvation.